Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 19 of Civilization 5 as Babylon. In the last video, we went to war with Rome, or maybe it was the video before that, I can't even remember now. But we managed to take Arretium from them. Now I'm not going to stop right at this moment, because I am technically still putting the pressure on them. We are winning the war. What I would like to do, first of all, is take Buffalo Creek. It looks like a nice big city, and we would potentially be able to get some salt from taking that. Again though, it's another city that doesn't have a huge deal of production. I was also thinking of setting my sights further south and grabbing Circe. It's a little shame that it isn't a coastal city, but it does have cotton. There again, what I may want to do is actually sort of trek east and possibly even just see if I can take Rome. The problem that I'm going to have with Rome later on is that they may actually bounce back, and Rome looks like it has a lot of production. That would be a very good city for me to take. Now, I don't have a lot of happiness at the moment, which is going to be a huge pain in the neck. There is an awful lot I can do about that. Hopefully getting some salt will help, and on top of everything else, maybe we need to try and bribe a couple of city-states. So that is a little bit problematic, but I'm going to continue on and do the best I can. Definitely we want to take Buffalo Creek first, and then I may just ignore the other cities and just see if I can path straight down and take out Rome, because if we can grab Rome, that would be amazingly useful for us. It would be one less person we have to worry about. I could just ignore Rome and then go after Hiawatha, because he's the one likely to run away with the game. Although saying that, the last time we actually checked the demographics, we'll just wait for the turn to finish there. The last time I checked the demographics, oh, we are actually now just ahead in tech, so we have caught back up again, but everything else is Hiawatha. So I think we need to just make sure that we neutralise Rome, and then set our sights on Hiawatha. So, promote a unit. We can have, well, let's have volley over here now on these guys. So we want to start taking out Buffalo Creek. We've got a free spy now. We do have one in Rome. That is absolutely fine. Let us move our spare spy. That seems so weird to say. And we'll put him in Onondaga. We will try and spy from him. We might be able to steal from him. But in the meantime, we are going to do our best to try and take out Buffalo Creek if we can. Do we want to try and take this city out and get rid of it? I think we possibly may want to. It could cause us some issues. Let's do everything that we can to try and stop ourselves getting taken out by the AI, though. First of all, let us see if we can't get rid of that cannon. We're going to set up and start doing some damage to Buffalo Creek. It won't be a huge amount. Now I need to start bringing some of the other units forward. So if I move you down to there, that should be a safe position. And then I can move you over here and get you set up ready to fire on the next turn. Also need to get some of our infantry units forward as well. This cavalry's healed up. So we're going to start moving people forwards just so we have the ability to take the cities when we can. You can just go on to alert mode. Now you can actually fire from there, but there's nothing you can really fire on. Mombasa is still owned by the Iroquois, which is fine for the moment, I guess. I think I could probably safely move you here. I can't see any other units around. We do have to be careful. They could pop out with something. They do have two cities close by. I don't think, or at least I hope, they don't have enough to destroy that artillery, so we will have to see. You've just moved into there. Do I want to upgrade you at this point? I don't have a huge deal of money. I don't think I will upgrade the Gatling guns at this point, simply because there aren't really any other units around. Although waiting until I see another unit might be a bad thing, because then I'd miss a turn. So we'll see how things go. But we definitely want to take out Buffalo Creek. If we can take out Satia, that would be useful for us, because at least then we'd have a clear path down to Rome. We'd be unobstructed. So we may just have to raise it. And I've got to be really careful, because I don't have any... well, I have a combat penalty because of the unhappiness. I'm exporting salt to somebody. Hopefully that'll expire soon. Right, okay. First thing we want to do is take out any of these potentially damaging units. So let's start with anything that's right at the back. You're furthest away. So you're going to attack this guy. He does have cover, quite annoyingly. So we might have to just fire at him with quite a few of our artillery. I was hoping to save the artillery and fire on the city. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that is going to happen. We're going to set you up and destroy that unit completely. Now, that does leave their cannon free to attack me, but I think we'll be fine. Unit needs orders. Caravan. Right, what are we going to do with you? Where can we get the highest gold from? Grand River, which is where we were going previously. I guess that's our only real option at the moment. We'll carry on going over there. We might have to trade a lot more with Austria, though, because we will be going to war with Hiawatha at some point. Another unit needing orders. That's the infantry. Now, we are going to have to start moving the infantry forwards, but I don't want to put anybody into bombardment range. So it's a little bit risky. I think we'll just move you to there and you'll be fine for now. Might as well put the general in the city. It'll be a little bit safer there. And we'll start to move you further forwards if we can. Okay, that seems good so far. Let's see what else he can throw at us. Bear in mind, he is still at war with the Iroquois, Ethiopia, England. Right, now he's moving a cavalry unit forward, which is a little bit annoying. He's got a cannon in the city. Right, I think we might well lose that artillery here if we're not careful. Right, we unfortunately did lose that artillery. That's a little bit of a shame. Didn't see that they had a... Oh, wow, they've actually got an artillery now, so they've managed to upgrade to artillery. We do still have spare citrus, so we'll keep that going. Austria actually has spices at the moment. I'll see if I can trade with her. Hopefully she won't sell it on this turn. Shame that we lost an artillery, but we'll get some more. Right, Austria. I don't want to give you my sugar, because it's my last one. But can I buy spices from you? Yes, brilliant. And if I go to you and trade, I do have a spare citrus. Will you swap it for cotton? Really? And you want some iron as well? Sure. There we go. We are no longer unhappy. So, we've killed a Zulu spy. Very good. We need to kill this guy first. I'd prefer it if I could actually kill him with my machine gun. But we just don't have the range on him. I didn't really want to waste shots from the artillery. But we're going to have to use the artillery anyway. So we'll use you. And we will use you. We'll use you on the cannon, because you are close enough to... Is there anything else that I could do here to attack with this guy? Not safely. You can take him out. Really? That didn't kill him? And you can't kill him because you've got to go the long way around. There again, it's only a cavalry. And I do have movement left, so I can retreat. Brilliant. That's what I was hoping would happen. It's just hard to tell sometimes, especially when you're using roads. So we did unfortunately lose a unit. We've got to be very, very careful now that they have artillery. Because he can outrange my... He can, you know, he has the same range as my artillery. You still, oh, I meant to click I forgive the offence. I don't know why, he just keeps doing it. It's not going to change anything. So yeah, their artillery is going to fire at my artillery. Which means I have to be very, very careful here. I might have to keep swapping my artillery around, try and keep them safe. But let's try and get Buffalo Creek down as quickly as possible. Cotton connected for Brussels, that will help them. We're not making a huge amount of money per turn at the moment, but... Unit promotion, that is our cavalry. I think we'll actually give you medic. That could be quite useful. If I then go and put you over there instead of the Gatling gun, then you'll be able to heal up the artillery. I think this artillery can survive another pelt, and he's already in position, so I don't really want to move him. I just want to start doing damage to the city right now. That's going to be hard to move into a position. We can attack from there. You might just start attacking that. Well, we can't see that city. Let us move you down here then in this case. We can set up, but we can't fire. Potentially risky. You're going to stay set up because you might be able to fire at something that comes towards us. We still need more caravans. Need to get a worker down here as soon as possible and start repairing some of this stuff up. And I will be removing a lot of those citadels. He's actually firing at my infantry, which is fine as far as I'm concerned. Okay, now he's bringing a cannon forward. That is not something that I like. So we'll have to deal with that. Yeah, I think we are going to have some happiness problems, but I think we're just going to have to deal with them. So, first things first, let's try and get rid of this cannon if we can. We can use both of these artillery. It won't quite destroy it, but hopefully it'll be enough for him to back all the way off. You're going to continue to fire on the city. It's not an awful lot of damage, really. How quickly can I get you to the front? I should start moving you forward so you can attack anything if it gets a little bit too close. You're just going to stay there and heal up. Unfortunately, you're not close. What's the range on medic? I can never remember. All units in adjacent tiles. So you will be healing up the artillery here, but you won't be healing up this guy. But this guy does have cover, I think. No, he doesn't. Hopefully he'll get cover. You can just stay there for now. You can also stay there. He's out of range of the city bombardment. It's only the artillery that can hit him, and I don't think the artillery is going to be able to do enough damage. So, Ragoose is also attacking him as well, of course. And he's actually attacking at Ragoose's infantry. Now, we can see he's actually got some melee units in here. So we do have to be careful. If we do get the opportunity to capture this city, we've got to remember that we need to be very, very wary of any other units that are around. Now, unfortunately, he's starting to move in with a few units. And that's going to be problematic. We were doing some good damage to the city. Ah, there we go. We've discovered archaeology, so we've got a few dig sites that we could use. Babylon has grown in population. Let's go and have a look what we can do here. What are you working? You're growing, and you're growing slowly, but I guess you're working probably the best tiles that you can be. Working a lot of the production tiles. We do need that production. We could just concentrate more on food. Go 3 food and 1 production. 22 turns for the research lab. 19 turns for the research lab. We are ahead of science, but let's stay there. So let's move you over here. Do kind of wish I had have upgraded them now, but you'll do a decent amount of damage. And we're going to fire at him with the one that's in the city, because the one that's in the city cannot reach Buffalo Creek. Wasn't enough to destroy it, unfortunately. Still didn't manage to destroy it. Now, what about you? You could potentially destroy it. I just want to save these 2 shots, because I want to be able to fire at this guy down here. Right, we did manage to destroy it. That is good. Can we escape? No, we are within bombardment range, but only for 1 turn. We should be fine. So the city's going to get a little bit of a respite from us firing at it this turn, but hopefully we can get rid of these guys. Well, we won't be able to kill them off, but we should certainly be able to get them down low. In fact, we can... No, I can't even attack them on this turn with the cavalry, which is a shame. They're the other side of the river. Problematic. Of course, we want to leave this cavalry here anyway, because it's got medic, and it's healed that artillery up to full, even though the artillery's been firing on every turn. I just feel like they're really getting desperate now, and they're throwing as many units as they can at me. Yeah, they're actually attacking me with aircraft now. We need to get some sort of anti-aircraft in here. I don't know how many aircraft they've got in there. Is this going to be another artillery lost? I really hope not. I don't think they're going to manage it. And they did. Wow. And of course you're being bombarded by the city and the artillery. I didn't realise they had artillery in there. Okay, so this particular war's not going as well as the last one. And, well, I'll say this particular part of the war's not going as well as the last. To make matters even worse, we've now lost 2 units. Are you still at war with everybody? Ethiopia... Oh no, Babylon, the Iroquois, Ethiopia, Austria... Not too sure how much the Iroquois are doing. Rome doesn't actually seem to be focusing on them. They seem to be throwing everything at me. So let's work out what we're going to do here, because things are getting a little bit risky. Let's not worry about that. Now then. We want to get you taken out. Let's do that. We're going to swap positions with you two guys. You can then fire across the river at these. You won't kill him, but you'll do a fairly good job. You're just going to get up and out of the way before you get killed. You are in the city. You can fire at that unit and kill it. You can finish off that unit. Now, the question is, can we finish off this unit? The answer to that is it's very unlikely. So we're going to back up a little bit. We're going to play it safe. Don't want to be losing units here. I mean, we already are, but we'll see what we can do. You can move up. You will take some hits, probably. But that's fine. You can stay there on alert. Think I am going to upgrade that gun to a machine gun. You finish that farm. You can come down here and repair the academy. We do need to get rail lines going as quickly as possible. You can stay there. I think what I would like to do, maybe, is get another artillery on the go somewhere. But I don't want to fall behind with all of the buildings and stuff. I'm still not terribly convinced that I'm going to be able to win this because I think Hiawatha is just too far in front. Is willing to make peace. I'm going to refuse at the moment because I'd like to at least get one more city out of him. Ideally, I want Buffalo Creek, but it's unlikely it's going to happen. He's just got a lot of units around. And of course he has aircraft as well. Now Retium's out of resistance. It's working on the walls, and I guess we'll leave it doing that, because that seems like a sensible thing. But as soon as we can, I probably want to take this over and actually get some anti-aircraft coming out of there. So what do I want to do here? Do I want to concentrate on units, or do I want to concentrate on... I think we need to concentrate on the units first. Especially as we are now down a little bit in terms of our artillery numbers. So let's just continue to shoot at this guy. You should be within range. Oh no, you're not. You're just out. I miscalculated that one, didn't I? Well, I didn't want to do that either. I actually wanted you to move down there. So I've gone and screwed that up really well. So you could stay there for the rest of the turn. So that didn't help things out, screwing all that up. I think we'll be okay though. He still only has great war infantry. So we are still winning in terms of tech. You can go on to alert. Can't afford to upgrade you even if I wanted to, so you can stay there. You can stay there now because I've put you in the wrong place. Right, looks like the Iroquois are actually putting some pressure on now. Let's hope that Rome actually takes his attention off me. Maybe I do still want to take Rome, but maybe I want to take Rome on another war. But grabbing Buffalo Creek in the meantime would certainly help. It would give me an easier way to get to Rome, and it would also weaken Rome up. So maybe we take Buffalo Creek and then peace out instantly. Because it's going to be hard to actually get in there, and I still think he's got quite a lot of units. Plus, at the moment, Rome isn't really the big problem, it's Hiawatha. And the more stuff he takes from Rome, the more powerful he gets. So this is where we need to be very careful. So, what have we got? What can we do? Well, you can only really reach the city, so you might as well continue to bombard it. Now, I don't like the fact that you have artillery coming my way, so I am going to have to fire back at your artillery. Fortunately, it wasn't a massive amount of damage. We're going to move you further up. You're still out of range there. And obviously, you could be shot at by the artillery. It's quite a possibility. You're going to stay there. You have finished that trading post. Let's get some railroads started. They will give us a little bit of extra production. You've arrived at the academy. You're going to repair that. It'll take you 4 turns. It's unlikely that he'll be willing to give me Buffalo Creek because it is his, well, one of his larger cities. Yep, and he's going back to firing at these guys. Not too bothered about that. I think they've got enough health to take it out. There is this one at the back here, of course, that we can't see. Yeah, he's got a lot of units here now at this city. Which is going to make taking Buffalo Creek very difficult. It's not going to stop me from trying, though. So, let's start off with trying to eliminate these cannons if we can. Of course, we can't one-shot it because we're not the AI. Probably still won't kill it. No, see, if that had been the AI shooting at me, it's got 1 hit point left. If that had been my cannon, it would have been destroyed. So we're going to let these guys come into us, and we're just going to continue to shoot away at the artillery where we can. You guys need to heal until fortified as well. You guys just stay there. Wait for people to come towards you. Unit needs orders. You're going to start working on the railroads. Yeah, I'll just be happy if I can take Buffalo Creek in this war, and then we'll think about Rome next time. It should slow Rome down a little bit, and it'll give us an extra couple of cities. We don't really have the happiness to start taking a stupid amount of cities from them, so we do have to be careful there.
In a trade agreement with England.
Friendship with England, no reason why not to. Don't really have to want to waste a shot just to kill a cannon with 1 hit point. Although actually, as you're the only thing the city can hit, we might as well do that. There's a lot of units coming in here. First things first, let's go ahead and just see if he'll give us Buffalo Creek. So what about cities, Buffalo Creek? It's actually his largest city. Yeah, he won't give me that. Where's his new... Yes, I was going to say, where's his new capital? His capital is still Rome. He hasn't lost it yet. So what are we going to do about all of these units around here? Well, you're safe to carry on firing at the city. You guys can start firing off at these units. And I think you need to back up slightly and set up there for another shot. You, I would like to upgrade and move in, but we just can't realistically get you around, so we'll leave you there. You can stay there. Hopefully they won't be able to kill you. It all depends if he's going to focus fire on 1 unit. That is one thing where the AI does tend to struggle. The AI tends to like to split his attacks up over several units. And this Great War Infantry is getting bombarded by Hiawatha's bombers, so that might help things out slightly. But we'll do the next turn, because I wasn't actually paying attention to the time. I didn't realise how far we'd got through this. Looks like they've engaged here. Are they actually attacking with their bombers? Indeed they are. That's a little bit of a shame. We don't want to end up losing this this machine gunner, if we can help it. Yeah, we definitely need to get some sort of anti-air in here. Yeah, it's not looking good for this unit. It's being bombarded by everything. Wow, and that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so, a little bit of a change of plan, because I'm losing units now, and that's not going to be good for me. I've managed to take a city, I've reclaimed the land that he's stolen from me. So, I think what I'll try and do... I'll try and peace out. Let's just do a little bit more damage while we can, because experience is experience. And we know that he will peace out with us. Or at least he would have done a turn or two ago. So we'll try and get him to peace out with us if he will. We'll bombard his units as much as possible. So I'm going to try and get him to give me this city. I'm just going to burn it down, I think. And I might hang on to it. Because again, it gives us a border with Rome. And we need to rebuild our forces. So how about we negotiate a peace? He is still willing to do it, I think. But how about this time you give me Satia? Unacceptable. Okay, white peace then. Right, we've peaced out with Rome. So at least now I can rebuild my forces. Last time I checked, we are still ahead in tech. And Hiawatha's now the biggest threat. Hopefully Rome will leave us alone. But we'll have to see how that goes. Everybody else is just going to heal up. And that's the end of the turn, and therefore the end of the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you're still enjoying Civilization 5 as Babylon. And I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye for now.